Hi, everybody. Welcome. Yay. Hi, Eileen. Hello, Marie. Welcome, everybody. You guys can keep your videos off. Totally fine. You can have them on if you want them to. And then just say hi to me in the chat. Let's make sure the chat's working like it's supposed to work. Say hi to me in the chat. Tell me where you're joining from, and then we'll get started. I'm so excited. I was literally just dancing. My dog was like totally freaked out. We got a puppy like 2 months ago. West Michigan, I'm so excited to see you. Say hi to me, you guys, in the chat if you can. Hello, Carissa. Hey, Steph. What's going on? Where are you guys joining from? If you guys can chat with me, I'm going to love the chat. Blow up the chat. I'm going to let some more people join, and then we're going to jump right into our challenge. I'm so excited to be here. I hope you guys are too. This really will be the best 3 hours that you spend. Kentucky, yay! What part of Kentucky? We have a lot of family in Cincinnati. Okay, you guys, so we'll let people kind of trickle in. Tell me where you're joining from, and then we'll get started. So, like I said, if you let this be, this will be the best 3 hours that you spend this week, this month, because we're going to meet every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. Canada, yay! My sister-in-law is visiting your neck of the woods right now. She's in Montreal. Anyways, so if you can, turn off notifications, try not to check your phone. This will be worth your time. So you will get out of this what you put into it. So I highly recommend that you are present in here. Of course, if you're doing laundry or eating breakfast or whatever you're doing, that's totally fine. That's like allowed, but also be here because, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if you don't have what it is that you want, it's probably because we haven't spent the time on it or the money or the resources on it. Okay, so good job. I want to celebrate you guys right off the bat. Okay, you guys, some more people are joining. Welcome, you guys. If you can throw in the chat, hi Shannon, hey Blair, hey Krista, throw in the chat where you're joining from. I would love to know where you are coming from. So really dedicate yourselves to the next 3 days. You guys are here live. There are prizes for you at the end of this hour, a couple minutes before we end. Every single person that shows up live today is going to get a free coaching call with me, which is like unheard of. I've never done that. Not a consult call, not a like sales call, not a like let me answer a question and then tell you about the yummy mummy, like a legit coaching call with me. An hour of coaching with me is $1,000. So freaking good job, you guys, for getting here live. We're also going to do a raffle at the end for a $100 Amazon card. So stay on if you can because you get rewarded. And the reason I want to reward you is because, again, it's like I'm on Team Future You. I am here like cheering for your yes. Oh, I love you guys blowing up my chat. Ah, Camarillo, I love that area of California. I love, love, love. I do retreats in Ojai all the time. Seattle, that's okay, Blair. You're here now. Celebrate that. So I really want you guys to receive that. I know it sounds like kind of silly, but I really want you to just like take a deep breath and receive my congratulations, my celebration that you are here. This really is a big deal, okay? You got here. We had like 200 signups. A lot of people like to watch the recording. That's totally fine. You guys were able to get here, which means you are going to get off the charts results. Just keep showing up, okay? So really, really, really good job. I love to be living in a world with other people that are putting themselves on the list. So awesome. Okay, so put away the distractions, put away, I'm like getting stuck to myself. Put away the distractions if you can, shut off notifications. And I'm going to set the stage for today. Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about today? And then I'll set the stage for the week and we'll get right into it. Okay. So, first and foremost, I want you to suspend your disbelief. A lot of you guys are showing up today with a little side of disbelief and doubt, and that is normal, totally normal. But if you could just suspend it for like a week and step into belief, borrow my belief in you that this really is possible for you, you're going to get so much more bang for your buck. You deserve to weigh what you want to weigh. I know that sounds like kind of weird and cheesy, but you deserve this and it is possible. Okay, like I said, I really value your time, but I want you guys to know, like, who is this woman from the internet talking to me right now? Like, who is she? Why is she qualified? Like, why should like you trust me, right? So my name's Laura Conley. I'm the founder of the Yummy Mummy Weight Loss Method. I'm a certified life coach, a certified weight loss coach. I have a bunch of other certifications in mindfulness and coaching as well. But I've been a coach for over 12 years and have helped over 350 women lose weight for the last time. It honestly, you guys, it feels like miraculous. It feels like almost too good to be true. Even now, 7+ years later, after 20 years of diet drama and yo-yoing, I finally weigh what I want and effortlessly. Again, hard to believe. So when my daughter was born 7.5 years ago, we ended up in the ICU with her for a total of, I think it was a total of like 4 weeks. We came out of the ICU and I'm like finally taking a shower. I get out of the shower. She's like, she's like 6 weeks postpartum, or I'm 6 weeks postpartum. She's 6 weeks old. She's like cooing up at me. And I'm like beating myself up for not bouncing back into my pre-baby jeans fast enough. And I had a wake-up call in that moment. I was like, this is so sick. Like, we just like cheated life, right? We did not know if she was going to make it. Luckily, she's here and thriving and totally healthy. But I really had a wake-up call in that moment. I was like, I have to heal my relationship with my body and food, or I'm going to pass this down to her. My precious, like, perfect baby is going to inherit all this diet drama, this love-hate relationship with her body. Like, in that moment, I knew I could, like, say the right things to her, as she got older. But if I wasn't living it, she was going to get it. I was going to pass it down to her, right? I knew like she would catch me trying on 17 different outfits. I knew she would see me like turn away from my husband. I knew she was going to get this. And so I made it my mission. I went down rabbit hole after rabbit hole to heal my relationship with food and my body. And I wanted to lose the baby weight, but in a healthy way. And it was through learning about hunger hormone balance, taking a lot of my background in Western psychology. I have a degree in psychology. Taking all of the Eastern philosophy. At the time, I was a prominent yoga and meditation teacher in Los Angeles and really blended everything together. And it became the Yummy Mummy weight loss method. And then I started testing it out on all of my friends. Meanwhile, I was a coach, and all of my friends are like, this has to be your coaching business. Like, what are you doing coaching on vision and goals? And I was like, you're totally right. So the Yummy Mummy was born, and I really got that same level of conviction. Once I had solved it once and for all for myself, I had that same kind of like fire, like I have to free the moms. And that's really my mission, is to free the freaking moms from the shackles of diet culture. So that is kind of like the backstory. So today I want to talk to you guys so let me set the stage. Today we're going to create a plan that balances your hunger hormones. Tomorrow we're going to talk about what to do when life happens, because it inevitably will. And then I always like to like have it be fluid, and I like to like really do this together. I like this to be interactive. So I like to leave room for coaching and questions. We may get to the self-care system tomorrow. We may get to it Wednesday. We're just going to see how this unfolds. But you are going to get everything that I promised you. You are going to get a weight loss plan that's adaptable, that actually works for you, that you love, that loves you back. You're going to balance your hunger hormones and you're going to get the self-care system. And it's like I am trying to put really 6 months of I'm trying to like distill down everything that matters from my methodology into 3 days. Okay, so let's go all in for these 3 days. Hold on, let me take some water. I do want to share. I I really wish. I mean, the world, life, it evolves the way it's supposed to evolve. That's really what I believe. But the tips and tricks and strategies and lessons I'm going to share with you this week would have saved me so much money and time. Um, and what I found is that this method works for everyone, no matter what. Like, you think you're a special unicorn, it works for you. Um, you think that, well, I've tried literally everything. It works for moms that have had issues since they're 8 years old, women that are out in the workforce, women that are working and staying at home. It works for the gal that really truly believes like something is broken within her. It works if you're on GLP-1s or you want to come off of GLP-1s or you're curious about GLP-1s. It works if you're a foodie. It works if you like love baking with your kids. It works if you hate working out, if you hate, did I say meal prep? If you hate meal prep, it works if you don't want to change your social life. That was me. I'm like, oh, I don't want to, I always thought I had to be one or the other. Um, I've seen it all. And I know that this is the thing that works for everybody. So if you guys have felt frustrated, annoyed, irritated, I will never forget like crying to my husband. I mean, this wasn't just one time, but crying to my husband about how it felt so unfair. How come my best friend can eat the croissants in the way what she wants? Like it had such a hold on me. Um, Maybe you feel like you're broken or you just need more willpower. Um, Maybe you feel just kind of disgusted, getting dressed, waking up. I want you guys to know that like you're not alone. I also really like need you to know that nothing is wrong with you. So when we go through these 3 days together, please hold that in your heart is that like nothing is wrong with you. I'm going to teach you why the things in the past haven't worked, but it's not because you're broken. It's not because you don't work. It's just because the entire like diet culture is effed. They want you. Diet culture, the diet industry wants you to yo-yo for the rest of your life. That's how they make money. So of course, this isn't the only way to lose weight. But if you want to lose weight without starving yourself and you want to like actually love your life, set an example for your kids, this method really truly is for you. If you're super busy, if you have 5 kids, I mean, we're all super busy, right? And this is going to make your life easier too. So we're going to learn neuroscience tools. Like I said, we're going to balance our hunger hormones. Balancing your hunger hormones is really like taking natural Ozempic. I know that sounds kind of too good to be true. So you are going to leave these 3 days with like a whole entire new outlook on how to lose weight. And you're just going to feel relieved and confident. Okay. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about why what we have been doing in the past hasn't worked. Okay? Because it's really important that sorry, you guys have crazy allergies. We're having like the most beautiful, best spring ever in Colorado, and I have crazy allergies. Anyways, so I always give this example. We actually have to diagnose the proper problem so that we can apply the proper solution. I always give this example of, actually, I could use my daughter since we were talking about her. But anyways, me or my daughter, it doesn't matter. I was having stomach issues a couple of years ago. I got misdiagnosed, and because I got misdiagnosed, I was given the improper treatment, and then I didn't solve the issue at the root. I went back to my doctor. I went to a new doctor actually, and they were like, "Oh, you have H. pylori overgrowth. This is like this overgrowth in my gut." And so I went down this whole healing path and solved the problem because I identified the correct solution, right? Or my doctor did. So the same thing is happening with us. We think that our problem is something is wrong with us. We think that this is just our fate. Oh, I just am supposed to gain weight because I'm getting older. This is just what I'm supposed to be like. The women in my family are just big boned. So we think that's the problem. Or we think maybe the problem is like we just don't have enough willpower. Maybe you think the problem is, and you guys like, as I'm going through these, be like, is that what I thought the problem is? Is that what I think the problem is? Maybe you think the problem is that like you're just not doing the right workouts, or you're not working out enough, or maybe you're overworking out. Maybe you think you're not creating enough of a deficit because you're counting calories or tracking macros. Maybe you think you just don't have enough time. You don't have enough time to meal prep. Maybe you think there's just too much on your calendar, too many social events, too much temptation at these social events. That is our perceived problem. Okay? Maybe you can think, what do you think your problem is? If you want to share in the chat, I would love it. What do you think your perceived problem is? Because when we think that the problem is we don't have enough willpower, we're not doing the right workouts, or like I have a vitamin D deficiency or a thyroid issue or whatever, then we apply the incorrect solution, right? Let's see, what are you guys saying in the chat? Yes, yes, weekend indulging. Exactly. Just overeating on the weekends. I'm good from Monday to Thursday night, and then it's like throwing the towel life, right? So then we think the perceived solution, or we think the solution is I'm going to try the next new diet. We think I'm just gonna try harder. I'm gonna do better. This is gonna be the week. Start fresh, right? I'm gonna schedule better. I'm gonna meal prep. I'm gonna do more workouts. I'm gonna get a trainer. I'm gonna get the nutritionist. I'm gonna do something that somebody else prescribes. I'm going to, you know what? I'm just gonna eat 1,000 calories. I'm gonna do 800 calories during the week. I'm gonna do 1,000 calories on the weekends. I'm gonna do 24-hour fast. I'm gonna do a 36-hour fast. Maybe you think the solution is cutting out alcohol, cutting out entire food groups, cutting out your favorite thing. Maybe you think it's like, oh, I need to do a cleanse. I need to do a detox. My favorite one, you guys, doing the thing that quote unquote worked before. The thing that worked before didn't work because you're here. Sorry, not sorry. But it almost worked, right? It's like intoxicating because you're like, well, this almost worked. It didn't actually work if you haven't created permanent weight loss, if that's what you want, okay? So these are not the solutions. And when we apply the incorrect solution to the incorrect problem, what do we create? Tons of overthinking, tons of spinning out, so much mental energy, just like a low-level bad moods, right? Am I right or am I right? More weight gain or just no weight loss. What about wasting time, energy, headspace, resources? Not living the life that you want, not doing the thing. Like, what's on the, like, think about that for yourself, you guys. Like, what's on the other side of you weighing what you want? Like, what's your why? That's what this is about. I don't give a crap about you losing 60 pounds. I care about why you want to lose it. Because you're present with your kids playing Uno, not worried about like your jeans bulging. You're just like there playing Uno, having so much fun. More shame, more guilt is created. More doldrums, more really despair. I know it sounds dramatic, but like this is what we experience. This is real. Again, you're not alone. Okay, so what is the actual problem here? And what is the actual solution? And what do we create when we apply those? I'm going to talk about this and then we'll jump into our hunger hormones and our plans. Any questions so far, you guys? Yeah, Shannon, exactly. Yes, Marie. Weekend indulgences. Too busy, eat on the fly, alcohol. Okay. So the actual problem is that your hunger hormones are not balanced. I'm going to give you 5. Your hunger hormones are not balanced. Your brain is wired as a diet brain. You have an over desire for food. Emotional hunger is at play. You are eating when you're not hungry. You're, like I would say, hunger isn't the problem, food isn't the solution. No real accountability. Okay? So these are the real problems, actual problem. Hunger hormones are not balanced. This is totally normal, by the way. You guys, 94% of Americans have an imbalance in their hunger hormones. Actually, that number is going down now because of the GLP-1s, but that was the latest stat I saw. It's 94% of Americans have an imbalance in their hunger hormones, and therefore they're insulin resistant, and they're not fat adapted. So you can get a lot of cravings, you can feel hangry. Oh, it's the worst. I can't believe I lived like that for so long, not just because of my weight, but because of my energy. So the actual problem, hunger hormones are not balanced. Your brain is wired as a diet brain, right? Your thoughts create your feelings, which create your actions. So your brain is like tricking you, right? Your brain performs habits automatically to give you the results that you have right now in your life. We can actually rewire our brains so that your brain performs habits that give you the results you want versus the results you don't want. Number 3, an over desire for food. So a lot of us have a little bit of an over desire or a lot of an over desire for food. So we overeat food. So we're over our natural weight. We can actually lower our desire to a natural desire. Then we eat a natural amount and then we bottom out at our natural weight. People are always like, what is my natural weight? What does that even mean? I don't understand. When you're using food for what it is for, which is fuel, most of the time you'll bottom out at your natural weight. This doesn't mean you're not going to really still enjoy your food. I love food. Oh, I love it. And I enjoy it. It's so good. Oh my gosh. But I'm just not using it for what it's not for. I'm not using it for pleasure. I'm not using it when I'm bored. I'm not using it as a reward any longer. That ties into emotional hunger and then accountability, right? We want to learn how to be accountable to ourselves. But it can help to have external accountability as well. Okay, so that is the actual problem. Hunger hormones, your mindset, over desire, emotional hunger, accountability. So the actual solution is to balance your hunger hormones, rewire your brain, lower your desire, feel your feelings, and eat for true physical hunger, not emotional hunger, and then put in place accountability. Remember, nothing is wrong with you. So what happens? What are the results that we create when we apply the actual solution to the actual problem? Permanent weight loss. Your dream come true weight forever. Again, I know it sounds too good to be true. And then again, what that represents for you. What are the results that you create for you? Think about that. Imagine it. Remember, suspend your disbelief. Be in the possibility of, because I have so many clients that have lost weight for the last time. Some of them are gonna come on Wednesday. I'm so excited, so that they can share with you, like, hey, I'm a real human who thought that I couldn't do this, and it worked, right? So I want you to think about that. Like, what's on the other side of this for you? You get to have that. Those are the results that you create. Getting dressed, being excited. Like, you guys, look at this ridiculous outfit I'm excited to put on today. I'm like, I'm gonna wear sequins on a Monday. But I kind of wanted to get dressed up for the challenge. That is one of the results that you create. I always say, like, your mornings are everything, because your mornings trickle into the rest of your day, and your days are your life. So how are your mornings? I know for me, when I was in my dieting days, I would wake up with regret. I would put on a pair of Lululemons and be like, well, Now I'm like excited for the day. I'm like excited to get dressed. And sometimes that still means Lululemons and sometimes it means sequins, right? What other things do you create when you lose weight for the last time? Being yourself. I feel like that is like the best gift you can give yourself. I feel like that's the point of life and nobody teaches us how to do that. Well, step one is we have to feel good in our bodies. We're in our bodies 24/7. Doing life the way you want to. Passing down this legacy to your kids effortlessly without really having to try. What other results do we create when we weigh what we want? Better relationships. Think about that. I know for sure I have a way better relationship with my husband. He's come on the podcast. I should have him come on the podcast again. But he is so happy that I weigh what I want for so many different reasons. Intimacy reasons. But also he's like, I'm just glad we don't have to talk about it anymore. You just feel so free in your skin. You feel like you want to say yes to life. Okay. Let's dive in now. Any questions, you guys, so far? I really wanted you guys to know that we have been misdiagnosing the problem and therefore applying the incorrect solution. And now we have the actual problem identified and the actual solution laid out for us. And so step one is going to be balancing our hunger hormones by having a plan that is custom to you, okay? So let's see, I'm just gonna check yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna check the chat. You guys can always be chatting, asking questions. I may answer your questions on the fly, I may answer them at the end. Okay, so, perfect. I'm just checking you guys. All right. How do we balance our hunger hormones? Well, first of all, like, what are hunger hormones? Do you guys know what hunger hormones are? They're getting like a little bit more notoriety because of the GLP-1s, but our hunger hormones are insulin, leptin, and ghrelin. And like I said before, 94% of Americans don't have a balance, and so it feels really hard to weigh what we want. Yes, the other methods to losing weight can work short term, but it's the worst. You're hungry. I'll never forget, you guys, when I was losing weight for the last time. I would be like scared to weigh myself because I'd be like, well, I ate like a normal, like nourishing amount of food yesterday. So I obviously didn't lose weight, overnight. I didn't lose like a half a pound or a couple ounces or whatever because I ate because prior to that, right, I had only ever lost weight by starving myself. And then I'd get on the scale and I'd like lose weight and I'd lose weight and fascinating for me, and it'll be for you too, to lose weight without starving yourself. So bananas. Okay. So insulin, leptin, and ghrelin. Every time you eat, your blood sugar elevates. Could be a little bit, could be a lot. If you are eating processed foods, now let me interrupt myself for a second because this was me. I was like, but I already eat healthy. If you already eat healthy, good job. Let's celebrate that. That's amazing. I'm excited for you. But I promise you there's still a lot of little tweaks that we can make to balance your hunger hormone so it makes weight loss effortless. This was me. I was like, I already eat healthy. I'm like, okay, if I get honest with myself, I was eating healthy like 70% of the time and 30% of the time not so much. Anyways, my point here being every time you eat food, insulin rises a little bit or a lot. It rises a lot when you're eating processed food, processed carbs, processed sugar, processed flour, or you could just say flour because flour is processed, just by the nature of it. So anytime you're eating really starchy carbs, and I'm not against carbs, trust me, but what'll happen is you get a big spike in your blood sugar and therefore a big spike in your insulin. And do you guys know what insulin is? It's a fat storage hormone. It cues your body to store fat. So we want like little rolling hills of our blood sugar and our insulin, but we don't want these huge peaks and valleys, because every time it spikes, it's like store fat, store fat, store fat, and it won't let you release the fat that's currently on your body. And triple whammy, you get a huge crash. Do you ever get hangry? Do you ever eat breakfast and then like 2 or 3 hours you're like really hungry? This is because your hunger hormones are not balanced. Super bummer. Can't weigh what you want when you're on that blood sugar insulin roller coaster like this. Now, if you're like this, that's totally appropriate. That's what we want. Okay, so this unlocked everything for me. I'm like, what? What do you mean it's not calories in, calories out? That's bananas. I don't even believe you, right? But this really unlocked everything for me. And so how do we get these nice rolling hills instead of these huge peaks and valleys? We move away from processed foods, and we're going to talk about that today. We'll talk about it in a minute. But what I want to say here is that not only is your insulin and your blood sugar on this crazy roller coaster, so is your leptin and your ghrelin. And those are the hormones that are responsible for telling you, hey, I need to move. Hey, I've had enough food. Hey, I'm hungry. And when they're in balance, they're telling you you're hungry when you're not truly physically hungry. Or they're not telling you that you've had enough. So they're all whacked out. So first things first, have to get your blood sugar and therefore your insulin balance, and then your leptin and ghrelin will come into balance. Let me take a sip of water. I get very excited. Any questions that you guys have so far? Okay. Oh my God, I'm so obsessed with my electrolytes. They're so yummo. Okay, sorry, tangent, but it's really good. It's like watermelon today, and it's yummy. I drink Element electrolytes. I just love them. Okay, anyways, side note, back to the regularly scheduled programming. So, in order to balance your hunger hormones, you need to be on a plan. Now, when I say plan, some of you guys are going to be freaked out. You're going to be like, plan? No, it just sounds like a synonym for friggin' a diet. It's not. Think about it. If you don't plan, you will fail. What's the famous quote? Fail to plan, you plan to fail. Did I get it right? I always botch that one. So in our world, or in the dieting world, diets have gotten a bad rap. And I kind of agree. I think like the traditional diet, like that's not made for you, that's not custom to you, that doesn't balance your hunger hormones, stupid, dumb. Like, no, bananas. No, we're not doing that. But we do have to have a plan, because otherwise we're not going to know, hey, is what I'm doing working? I feel like in diet culture, do you guys feel like this? We've swung from one end to the other. It's like crazy restrictive diets like keto or Atkins or Weight Watchers, whatever you've done in the past. It's like either that, or it's like we swing over here and like eat whatever you want, whenever you want. It's like total under restriction and total over restriction. For me, I would just like swing back and forth from one to the other. What I like to teach is healthy restriction. Think about all other areas of your life, you guys. Think about your parenting. Think about your marriage. Think about maybe you work in corporate. Think about your relationship with your boss. Think about when you drive. You apply healthy restriction. Think about any degree you've ever gotten. Graduating high school, graduating college, getting your master's, going to law school, whatever it is. You have the results in your life, the results that you're really proud of, the things you've created, the goals you've achieved in your life because you have applied healthy restriction. Healthy restriction. Think about it. You had to study for the GMAT or the bar or the whatever the test was. You had to study. You didn't want to, but you did it because you wanted a certain result. You go to bed every night at 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. or 9 p.m., whatever, because you want 8 hours, because you want the result of feeling energized the next day or just not total sluggish, right? You don't totally rip your kid's head off their body. You don't email your boss the email that you actually want to send. You're not like flipping people off in traffic. I mean, maybe you are. You're not making out with other guys at bars. I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding. you apply healthy restriction in all other areas of your life. Why not in this area? What? Oh, sorry. But and this should feel, for a lot of you, this might feel a little like confronting, but then on the other side of that is relief. It's like, oh, I had to like literally mourn, you guys. I had to like grieve the fact that I couldn't weigh what I wanted and eat whatever I wanted whenever I wanted. That might be appropriate for you too. But in the Yummy Mummy method, don't worry, there's still room for chocolate and wine and pizza. I had pizza and wine last night. It was really good. I love pizza. That's like lately my go-to like treat. Anyways, so I need you guys to just think about that. Like, get curious with yourself. Like, have I swung from one end to the other? Because what happens is we just end up in this sick cycle of like, oh my God, I don't weigh what I want. I feel so gross. I feel so ick. You know what? You guys, I'm like sticking to myself. These sequins are sticking to each other. It's like, oh, I feel so gross. I'm going to do a green juice cleanse, or I'm going to do this like really crazy restrictive thing, deprivation inducing. But what happens when you apply that over restriction? What happens is you create an over desire that you physiologically actually can't handle. That over desire bubbles up. And what do? You overeat. You eat an entire pizza. You're like, screw that. That green juice cleanse sucked and it didn't even really work. Ugh. F that. I'm going to eat all the things. And then what happens? You realize that you overate and then you go back to over restriction. So it ends up in this sick cycle of over restriction, over desire, overeat, over restriction, over desire, overeat. Meanwhile, you're overthinking the entire time. It's the worst. Wow, I lived there for like 20 years. So I want to invite you in to healthy restriction so that you can get what you want, just like you have in all the other areas of your life, right? It's like choose your hard. Now, you guys, my program, what we're going to learn is not that hard. I cannot tell you how many clients I have that have said, and they'll continue to say, this is literally the easiest thing I've ever done to lose weight, and it was permanent. So that's how I felt too. So fascinated. It does not have to be deprivation inducing, I promise you. So how do we balance the hunger hormones? And be on a plan so that we can lose weight for the last time. I teach my clients the scientific method. The scientific method states if I create a hypothesis, and then I go out, collect data, clean data, come back, analyze that data, and see if I need to iterate to create a working theory. Okay, so that's what we're going to do right now, today. We are all going to create a plan. I'm going to give you choices. Again, I want you guys creating a custom plan. I'm going to help you, but I want you to have a custom plan that is for you, that you have chosen. Because if you look at this from like a psychological perspective, one of the many reasons why diets don't work is because they're not for us. It's a one size fits all. It's a prescription. You're not bought in. You don't know why you're doing what you're doing in the first place. You inevitably will throw in the towel. You have to be bought into why you're doing what you're doing, and you have to have choice in it, okay? So my clients come in, they pick from what I call the protocol platter or the plan platter. That's what we're going to do today. I'm going to give you guys a little bit, just for ease purposes, a little bit of an edited down version. You're going to pick 2 or 3 or 5 things off of the platter that will help you balance your hunger hormones, and then you will lose weight. That is our hypothesis. If I balance my hunger hormones, I will lose weight for the last time. This doesn't mean we don't iterate along the way. We don't see what's working, what's not working. And for a lot of people, they're like, oh God, that feels anxiety producing. Trust me, this is the way. This is how you have to do it. And the good news is that leaves room for when perimenopause hits. That leaves room for when you're going on vacation. It leaves room to tweak, okay? So you guys ready for your plan? You're going to pick 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 things for your plan, and then we're going to go to work together on following through on our plan. Okay, and we're going to talk all about that. So, number 1, no processed sugar. But remember, there's a caveat to that. I teach, we'll talk about this in a moment, the yummy mummy munchie. Or some of us call it like a joy eat. So I teach that you should have 1 or 2 joy eats per week. Maybe start with 1. Like I said to you, I had pizza last night. I don't eat processed sugar and I don't eat flour, but once a week I like to have something that has processed sugar and or flour in it. Typically. Some weeks I don't, because I don't really care that much anymore, which is bananas to me and probably bananas to you. But you will actually stop caring about food, right? For a lot of us, food is like number 1 on our list of like things that are pleasurable to us, number 1 on the things that like that we care about, that we're thinking about. Like it's like number 10 for me or number 13. I don't even know. It's just not that important. You know? It's like any other need, like pooping or peeing or sleep. I'm not like consumed with my sleep. It's dialed. It works. I'm going to keep doing it. I like it. It's great. Same with food. All right. Option 1, no processed sugar. Option 2, no flour. Option 3, no snacks. If you guys don't like the word no, because you're like, oh, that feels tight, you can say, I'm sugar-free. You know how people say, I'm gluten-free. You can say, I'm flour-free. I'm snack-free. No eats after 8 p.m. or insert whatever time. And then 5, include a yummy mummy munchie each week. Okay. Now, some of you guys are going to want to go balls to the walls, and you're going to want to be like, I want to do 5 out of 5, or I want to do 4 out of the 5. Whatever. Great. Whatever you want to do. Now, I say that, and then I also like to say that it's, for some of us, we want to go with the lowest, most effective dose. If you are like super hyper, super excited, super motivated, super inspired, and you want to go for all 5, I'm okay with that too. But I'm also okay with you starting really small and adding things in as you go. If you guys look at the habit change research, it's 1% increments. 1% little changes. Your brain hates it because you don't get like a big hit. But that's what works, okay? So what are you guys going to pick? Okay, I want to kind of like workshop it right now. For the next, let's say 15 minutes, we're going to talk, we're going to decide, and then we're going to pick a raffle winner for the $100 Amazon, and I'm going to throw in the link so that you guys get a free coaching session with me. Like I said, this is not a sales call. This is not a consult call. This is like, I am literally going to help you with whatever you need help with. Okay, Kim, this is such a good question. Oh my God, I love you guys so much. You guys get to decide. I'm saying no processed sugar. You can also say no sugar, but I want you to, this is why I love Kim's question, because, and we're going to talk about this either now, well, we'll talk about it a little bit now, and then we'll also talk about it a little bit tomorrow too. You guys are going to set your plans. You're going to create your perfect plans. And then life is going to happen. That's okay. That's what life does, right? But what Kim is doing is so smart. She's getting ahead of herself in the best way possible. She's like, okay, but what about this? What about this? I want you guys doing that. Make your plans and then think about what could get in the way of you honoring your plan, or what does your plan even mean? Okay, so honey is not processed sugar. So you guys, you could say number 1 is like no sugar / or no processed sugar. And you guys are killing it. You guys are already getting your plans dialed. Okay, so Kim, for you, it's up to you, right? Like, does taking away honey and maybe using something like stevia, like, does that feel like I'm taking away your wubby? Is that high hanging fruit? Then keep it. Because my guess is you could weigh what you want and keep the honey. But I will say, honey, it depends how much it is. Honey will most likely spike your blood sugar and therefore your insulin and leave you with a little bit of a crash. I don't actually know because you don't have a continuous glucose monitor on. You don't need a continuous glucose monitor. All you need is to ask yourself questions. Am I losing weight at the rate that I want to be losing weight at? Do I feel like I get hungry 2 hours later? Is it high hanging fruit? Is it my wubby? You want to put it through the wubby factor, the wubby test, right? Like my wubby, you guys, I love, some of you guys know this because I know some of you guys, I love red wine. That's my little wubby. Like, don't take away my red wine, right? I love my red wine. Yeah, Carissa, exactly. Go upstairs. Like, upstairs. So you want to think about what is your wubby. We don't want to take away everything, okay? Oh, it is your wubby. Okay, good. Then don't get rid of it. Don't get rid of it. And then you just get to weigh the pros and cons as we journey. But what I would do for you is just keep it for right now. Let's see. And be honest with yourself, you guys. All right. What? No snacks, no eats after 8, no sugar. Marie, amazing. No sugar or no processed sugar. Oh, I'm reading my own comment. Okay, Laura. No snacks, no eats after 8 p.m. Carissa, amazing job. No flour, no sugar, no eats after 8. Yes. Now, you guys, if no sugar, no flour, if no sugar, if any of these feel really triggering, that's normal. That's where the coaching comes in. So I want you to think about like, but what about this? What about that? And I want you to ask me about it. Like, oh my God, it seems impossible because of X, right? Think about, like, I'm super into pickleball, although I've kind of like taken a detour this winter because we were skiing a lot. But my pickleball teacher, I love him so much. He's so cute. But he'll be like, what'd you do wrong there? What'd you do wrong there? What'd you do wrong there? And I'm like, what did I do wrong there? Help me, right? I want to understand what I did wrong so that I can fix it, so that I can iterate. And the same is true here. You actually want a coach to help you through what you're doing. And I don't want to say wrong, right? Because that feels like so abrasive, right? But like, what are these little tweaks? What's coming up? What's confronting? You want to speak it out loud, because what'll happen is you guys will create these plans. You guys are going to be so excited to follow through on them, and then you're not going to want to follow through on them. You're not. So crazy. There will come a time where you won't want to follow through on the plan that you've created. That's normal. Can you follow through anyways? What shit sandwich do you want to eat? Choose your heart. What type of discomfort? There is the discomfort of staying the same, and there is the discomfort of changing. This is the least amount of discomfort that I know that will create you creating what you want, of all the things that are out there. There's a little bit of hard. It's about 30 seconds, and then eventually it goes away. It's not hard anymore. Ooh, Steph, that's such a good question. How long does it take for your hunger hormones to balance? It's different for everybody. This can take a couple days. It could take up to like 5 or 6 weeks. For most people, it's like a week and a half, 2 weeks. No midday snacks. Eating while working just because. Yeah, you know what, Kristen? You're reminding me of another rule that's kind of fun. It's like, I only eat when I'm hungry. But that's really hard. That's why I don't put it on for our challenges, is because you won't know if you're truly physically hungry until your hunger hormones are balanced, right? If you've ever done intermittent fasting and hated it, it's most likely it's because your hunger hormones weren't balanced. All right, what other questions do you guys have? Good job, Ray. Oh, I love this question. How do you think about fruit in terms of sugar? I love fruit. I eat fruit every single day. I love it. I'm a little strategic about it's also easy because I happen to like the fruits that are lower on the glycemic index. And And you want to pick fruits. I mean, for right now, you're at the beginning, you could just say, I'm eating all fruits. You don't even have to add this to your plan, but like I do stay away from fruits that have a lot of sugar, like a banana or mango. And it's just like I stay away from it. It's not like I never eat them. It's not even like a part of my plan or my protocol, right? It's just that I focus on berries because they're so low in sugar. Like blueberries, raspberries. You guys know what berries are. I don't need to explain it to you. um, yeah, Stephanie, that's fine, right? Like I love what you're bringing up, Stephanie. She's like, I struggle with 0 versus very limited added sugar, but the rest is more doable. I already usually go to bed shortly after 8. Amazing, good job. So what if your plan was very limited added sugar? What if it was like 10 grams or less? You could totally do that, and then that's where that scientific method comes in. You do that, you go out, you test it, you see if it works. If it doesn't work, then we can iterate. It doesn't mean you go to no sugar. It means maybe we look at something else, right? And this is why I think you really need a coach, is because I can see what you guys can't see. My pickleball coach can see what I can't see. He's like, you didn't you were stepping forward. Did you see that? You didn't do a split stance. You step forward, split stance, split stance. He can see what I keep doing the same thing over and over again, and I'm not getting the shot the way I want to get the shot. Or I'm not like playing defense the way I want to play. He's like, you just need to stand this way and stop stepping forward. I'm like, oh, thank you. This is so much more efficient than me continuing to do this for the next year. That's why I pay him. Plus, he's fun. Stephanie, can you give me some more examples? What do you mean? Very limited added sugar. Like, what do you love that has added sugar? Ray, how about oatmeal? Is that flour? That is not flour. No, I would just keep your oatmeal. Totally keep your oatmeal. You could test it though. Like I would definitely have some fat and protein in your oatmeal if you can. Or play with other breakfasts that you like. And if you can do like not the instant oatmeal, you can do like the whole oats. That's so much better because of the way that your body processes it. Yeah, I would say test that. Oatmeal is not flour. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So Stephanie, like do check those things because oftentimes, so when Stephanie was bringing up like 0 sugar versus limited sugar, oftentimes there's easy swaps. Like, do you guys love Rayo's or Rouse, however you say that sauce? I love, oh my God, that sauce is so good. It has 0 sugar. It has 0 added sugars. And don't really get, I mean, am I gonna go down the rabbit hole of sugar? Okay, maybe I'm not. But added sugar, you guys, it really is like a drug, right? I hate to say it, but the processed food industry is a multi-billion dollar industry. They make money by getting us addicted to their food. I'm not saying that they're the devil. It's neutral. It is what it is. And we get to decide. We get to take our choice back. That's so much of what this is about. Okay, other questions, you guys. Who is committing to showing up live tomorrow? Who is committed to showing up live tomorrow? My husband's bussing through my do not disturb. He is in freaking Jakarta, you guys. What is even happening? Yeah, so he's like calling me 3 times and getting through my do not disturb. Okay, Carissa's showing up. Put a 1 in the chat if you're committed to showing up live tomorrow. Yes, yay. I love you guys. Okay, amazing. Yay, Jennifer. Yay, iPhone. Okay, Krista, will you text me? Krista's on my team. Will you text me our winner for today for the $100 Amazon card? And I'm going to put in the chat. Everyone gets a 10-minute. Wait, maybe did I up it to? I wanted to up it to 15 minutes, and I'm actually not sure if I hit. I did because I'm amazing. Because I was like, I want to give them 15 minutes. I don't want to give them 10 minutes. Okay, so you guys all get 15 minutes with me. So you can book that with that link because you showed up live. Every day you guys are going to get prizes for showing up live because you are amazing. Oh my God, I love you, Krista. Krista did not know I was going to make her pick our winner for today. So Krista, text me the winner of our $100 Amazon gift card. And you guys, if you are the winner, you email team@lauraconley.com and say, I won the Amazon gift card. Isn't this fun? I've been thinking about that. I'm like, this is how I live my life, you guys. And this is how I want you to live your lives too. If you want to live them like I live mine. Like, what's fun? What's easy? What's exciting? Like, I live like that every single day. And because of that, my Mondays feel like Saturdays. My Saturdays feels like I really genuinely want you guys to love your life. Think about you being on your deathbed. This is what the Buddhists do. They contemplate death every single day. There are studies that show that the greatest regret is not living life on your terms, living someone else's life, living out somebody else's roadmap, someone else's plan. I swear to God, you guys, your whole life is on the other side of you losing weight for the last time. Because what you'll do is you'll show yourself, yeah, you freaking can. Yeah, you can do the thing. You can do the thing that you thought you couldn't do. This was my, I'll never forget, you guys, being kind of freaked out. I was like, oh my God, I just lost weight for the last time. If I did that, that means I could do anything I put my mind to. Same is true for you. My dream is to free the moms, yes, of the shackles of diet culture and this love-hate relationship with your body. But it's also about ultimate freedom, life freedom, literally loving a Monday in April, a random Monday. Yeah, are you guys excited about these one-on-one calls? You guys, literally, you can't even, I say it's worth $1,000, but one-on-one coaching with me is like actually priceless because I don't sell it. Right? Okay. Krista, oh my God, I love it. Carissa Collins won the $100 gift card. So Carissa, congratulations. That's so fun. The only thing you have to pinky promise me, Carissa, is that you don't buy something you need. Okay? You buy something you want. What is it that you want? Oh my God, I just found the cutest brand, you guys. It's called like band.dough. They have their stuff on Amazon. Buy yourself that. What else have I bought on Amazon that I probably shouldn't be buying? But I'm a little bit of an Amazon habit. I actually really don't. But okay, you guys, book your calls. Carissa Collins, email us. Thank you, Krista. Are you guys excited for these coaching calls? You better be excited. I'm excited. They're going to be so fun. Okay, so I want you guys implementing your plan. We have 2 more minutes. Any other questions? These are your plans. I don't want you to start tomorrow. Can you start today? How can you do 90%, 80%? How can you do B+ work? If you want to start tomorrow, that's totally fine too. But I want you to get going because you guys, I promise you, when you get your hunger hormones balanced, the weight really just starts to come off. It's so fun. I really think a lot of you guys can be down by 5 pounds, down 5 pounds by Friday, by Saturday, by Sunday. It depends how much weight you have to lose too. Okay. All right, you guys. Any other questions? Type a 1 in the chat if you're excited to get started, if you're feeling motivated, if you're feeling psyched. Okay, I love it. 1, 1, 1. Type a 2 if you're excited and a little nervy. It's okay to be nervous, you guys. I'm going to help you through all the things. What happens when life happens? That's why my program works, is because I teach you the skill of permanent weight loss. No one out there is teaching you the skill of permanent weight loss. They're teaching you the skill of yo-yoing. I'm teaching you. Yes, it's normal, you guys. Let's normalize being a little nervous and excited. They're just cousins of each other anyways. Okay, so yes. I love it. I love it. Okay. I'm so excited for you guys. You guys, okay, this is the last thing I'm going to leave you with. Okay, I actually want you to close your eyes. I want to get I'm going to get weird and cheesy with you. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to put your hands on your heart. Just do it. And then I want you to take a big inhale in through your nose. We're going to end in 20 seconds. I want you to sigh it out your mouth. Exhale. And then as I'm talking, repeat this in your mind's eye as if it's true for you. I am willing to suspend my disbelief that I can't have this. I am willing to believe that this is the first day of the rest of my life. I'm willing to let myself even be excited that I get to have this too. I'm willing to release the past. I'm willing to let go. The past is irrelevant in terms of what you can create, what I can create in the future. I'm willing to let this be fun and enjoyable. I am willing. Release your palms. Take one more inhale. Exhale, let that go. Okay, that's it. I just got weird on you guys. I didn't plan that. All right, I love you guys. We are willing. We just got to keep showing up day after day. You can do this. I have got you. I pinky promise. Okay, yes, you're slaying it this time. You are. And we're going to talk so much about lifing tomorrow. Show up tomorrow. We're going to talk about what happens when life lifes. We're talking about self-care system. I love you guys. I love being here with you. I expect to see you here tomorrow live. I memorize all of your names. And plus I have a little printout on Zoom. I'm going to look for you. I'm going to see you. Accountability, babes. Love you. That's our call. Mwah. Bye, everybody.